So, it's Wednesday, it's, at least for me, 7 PM, so the Wednesday tournament is starting now. We have 9 people today, which is a good amount of people for the double elimination which we are doing today, so a little bit of a longer tournament than yesterday. Let's see how this way goes. You see the options in the stream. We basically play with the normal options, but with more physics and dynamic muscles, which is a test this week, and see how this way goes. For the bracket, I will shuffle 3 times as always, and we'll see what will be our first fight. As always, best of 3 in the upper bracket, best of 1 in the lower bracket, and the upper bracket winner have to lose 2 times to lose the grand final. And here we go. I will start the tournament, and our first fight will be Subu versus Mechanics. After that we get Fenrir. He has plays a lot of matchmaking, but not I think his first time he plays competitive. Ratchik versus Oak, and me versus Fixer. So here we go. Let's hope both of them are here. Here goes the Parsec link. And let's also hope that Parsec is kind to us today. We will have Subu on the left side, Mechanics on the right side. And we also always give people around 3 minutes to join, if not we'll skip. But Mechanics is here. And Subu is also here. So we start with both fighters being here in the first battle, which is nice. Mechanics will get his keyboard. And here we go. So normal rules, best of 3. Subu left, Mechanics right. Same settings than yesterday. Subu going with Barbas, Mechanics going forward, and yeah, he's going with Sam. We play with the Void map. I like the fancy map more, but it seemed like Parser can't handle it, so stay here. Let's see, Mechanics seem to have some problems. Let's see what it's up about. Alright, he's back. Nice and nice spacing for Mechanics. We're starting with a Saber duel with 2 and nice forward X, delayed attack, catching the leg of Barbas. And Wildcard gets blocked. In exchange, Mechanics goes out victorious, but not with a kill. And again, we see way more blocks with these settings and with more animations. In the moment, Mechanics getting a better of it. But here, try to sidestep, a little bit too slow against the Barbash attack. And both got blocked. And this goes through. Attacks all seem a little bit more sluggish, but again, both of them have to deal with it. Well, basically all of them have to deal with it, so it's fair. Again, the sidestep to the right. The attack's getting blocked. And the delayed Y cut. I think it's double dash forward Y for Sam. Gets the other Barbash. And again this forward X. Barbash doesn't seem able to sidestep this one. And Mechanics only one flag away. Gets the first win. Again the sidestep lands. And it's double. So we're able to get the saber to the wrist of Sam. Again the delayed Y, but this time gets blocked. In 2 attack from Bauer. Looking for that chop. Step lands. Both of them poke now. Saber doesn't go through. And tired swing. So the attack gets blocked. The attack on the guard still costs stamina. So you have to be careful with that. And Sam wins this one. Able to tank the attack. Mechanics gets the first. But it's best of 3 today, so still nothing over. Mechanics now on the left side, Subu on the right side. And Subu going to Yan, understandable. He faced problems with Barbash here. And he's a good Yan player. Now he has the one with the slight reach advantage, and the chop as in riposte attack gives him the first flag. Now about the fire plate at a little bit more range, and again the chop ripostes perfectly. But the counter attack lands and retreat cut to the chest. Makes it 2-1. Blade beat here, lingering blade. Catching it. Mechanics looking for the stab. I seem to have some lags again. Which can happen. And here we are. A little bit of jank, but both of them get out. Try to sidestep here, but not enough range. Let's long draw, not flag this one. And the chop goes to the, I think the body. Of Sam now bleeding. Has to be careful. Getting tired, but can't weather the storm, tried his best, but so relentlessly pushing his advantage, doesn't go too far. Again, if you're ready, go for the long. Here we go again. So yeah, there are some lags, but unfortunately it seems that's a parsec thing as of late. Yeah, I'm taking 2 hits and a stab this time. If the damage taken before, can't block it. 2-3. So Y swings, yeah, I'm slowly getting tired, but we're waiting it out. You're gaining a stamina and the delayed X, again, I think it's forward X. Switches up the timing, tying it up. And retreat cut. First hit, and again, the time switch up. 4-3. Mechanics taking the first time the lead against Jan. Gained a bit of momentum. Chop gets blocked and left X goes to the arm. Join the stab. And they're both poked. The chop doesn't go fully through, but still gets a hit in. Takes a hit himself. Both fishing for it, but no success on either side for now. Stab lands, but also gets poked in return, so both are now on low HP, I would guess. Any hit could take it now. And it ends in a double. We stay at 5-3. In the upcut, chop doesn't land. The upcut as a riposte. Standing one flag away to take the first round. Forward double Y gets a hit but no kill. Again, some lags on mechanic side. And we are back again. Retreat cut makes it even. Stab doesn't land, retreat cut again. No. Same with 2 hits, has to be careful. And here he gets tired, gets punched, and Sibu takes this flag. And the most impactful thing with the cut that doesn't kill is a lower than stamina. And you can easily go out of it. Mechanic's looking for these stabs again. Can make it. And Sibu playing with his greater range. But Mechanics takes it with 2 victories. And here will advance with 2-0 victory. So we go to the next fight. Which is Fenrir versus Info. Fenrir is here. Now I just have to wait for Info. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, at least in my opinion, that the dynamic muscle morphic tassels at the blade sometimes get pretty sticky, which completely changes dynamics. But it's way better than before we tested it. Not so much glitching. But let's see. So in first here. And both of them are using the keyboard, so they're getting the access. And we'll have Info on the right side and Fenrir on the left side. So here we go. Fenrir left, info right. Info Golf, we have Marina versus Gideon. Gideon taking the first flag. 2 characters, we don't see that much. But Fenrir, I know Fenrir plays a really good Gideon. And info, I would say the only active Marina player at the moment. And the 2 first flag goes to Fenrir. Let's see how this will go. And now with an A card sniping the arm. With the attack linking the 2 stances, Gideon can have pretty good tools against Marina. Oh. So I think someone pressed the button with the damage numbers. So like F something, so because you're a keyboard player you can change it back yourself. Because I don't know the button from the top of my head. At least if it bothers you. If not, we apply for this round and change it back after the fight. Again, the A card. If we found some tools, gave it 2 flags, but for 4-2, she has to find a reliable way to not get sniped from the right arm. With a leg void. And the back attack to the head gives her the kill. Close fight. This is the back attack of Gideon and Fenrir. The late attack. Now Gideon crippled. With already slow movement speed. It's now even slower. We're both taking a similar amount of damage. And the cut to the leg. Fenrir have a chance to take the first duel. And as I pointed out earlier, in the chat we are playing with the nice snipe. We are playing with normal mode. Just double check options. I have to. Okay. We switch sides. So now Fenrir on the right side, Info on the left side. He's playing on normal mode. Yeah, seems like a misinput, info not known. We're playing Isabel. And we'll stay info left as long as it works. Yes. Is it Barbash and Fenrir? Let's see if Info's able to pick. Eve seems to have a problem. Okay, reset the keyboard. Maybe this will help. So yeah, let's try again. If not, we try one more time. If not, we'll stay the side than before. Alright, then as info has problems with left side keyboard, we have Fenrir stay left and info stay right. Info will then remain on the right side for the rest. And we have a rematch from last round. Let's see. I'm trying to leg snipe here. And for staying a bit more patient. Not throwing these combos out than it was before. Two attacks in, but no kill yet. And the double. The damage seems they're still there. If anyone knows the key for it, just post it in chat, then I will change it back. But for now it's not that big of a problem to pause the game over it. And again, this attack from the left proved successful. Much more patient fight now. A nice jump in. 1-1. Yeah, and as discussed in the chat, with the normal mode, you can't cancel your attacks that light than with the retro mode. Meaning, if your blade doing weird stuff, it takes longer to return to your guard. And the hit was slow. Try it again, but Marina too tired. Flag goes to Gideon. And now with the stab. Only way Marina can stab is with a dash. So it's a surprise tool. And Info uses it here perfectly to snipe the head. Yeah. Marina's saber having a pretty short range. Both of them throwing attacks preemptively. And Marina goes out victorious here. Able to catch Gideon in the attack. Info takes a lead. Leg gets hit, but no kill. Punch in the face. Gideon on his feet, so just barely. We are able to block the attacks from the left, from her right side. And again, this jump forward step, successful in bypassing the normal guard. Okay, let's see if it works. I press F4. If the damage numbers are still there or not. But intro good showing. Yeah. So a 3-4, it's a close fight between those two. And this time, Gideon's animation too long, and info sidestep faster, going right under the arm. 3-5. And the flailing, or the 2 attacks, don't land. 4-5. Then we're staying with a 2-3 time combination and playing it in the center. Every now and then switching your stance. And for trying to find an angle to jump in, to deliver strikes, like this. First low, then high. And 1 flag away to make it to a third match. But Fenrir not beaten. 5-6. If you go to 6-6, as always, we just watch and let them concentrate. But for that, Fenrir has to take his next flag. And for staying in normal guard. And get the first hit in, but no kill. Gideon able to survive. But now able to get it, and we are 6-6. Let's see if we get the match 3 or if Fenrir will take it. Be careful with the keyboard, as he has also the keys. Ah! I would say, because the last flag. Here also, because there was so yeah, basically, because you have keyboard, one of you basically tapped out. That's why it was tapped out. So we will do we redo the last flag. You stay on your sides either way. So yeah, be careful when you use keyboard. You have the whole keyboard available, which basically is just a normal input as it would come from me. So if you tap out, the whole game is tap out. So yeah, we will redo that last flag. Let's see who will win, and if Info wins regardless, we'll go to a third match. So pick your same characters, and let's see what will happen. So again, no worry if it happens. One flag for the whole victory, both of them are ready. And Info takes it. So Info takes it either way. So we go to a match 3. There's 1-1. We stay with Fenrir left, Info right. And the winner of that will advance. Will we get, yeah, seems like we get the third installment. You're going to have a new Gideon. First, both of them now hit. I think Gideon a little bit more as he's more tired and unable to recover. First flag goes to Info. Now it's a little bit of momentum on the side after that quick victory. Again, be careful. Yeah, just back up and we go again. And a snipe to the hand makes it 1-1. First hit goes to Info still. Jank at a close distance, Gideon able to recover. Especially at really close distances, Y-cuts tend to not work that good, as they basically hit over the character of the opponent. The upcuts are a little bit better, but easier said than done in the clutch. Try to leg snipe, but get leg sniped in third, and Gideon now with 3 flags in a row. But flag goes to Info this time, able to react faster to her first hit. 3-2. Still a close fight as was before, and a push. But the first excellent, but not the second one. And again, these ace snipes to the arm, a menace to Marina. Try it again for the leg, but at the moment no attacks are successful. And a forward Y gets Gideon here for free. And again these A cuts. Gideon with a longer saber. Still Fenrir. Nice 2 tempo move. And a 1 flag away to take it all. Let's see if Info can recover. Trying to push. But everything holds. Step, get sidestep. And Fenrir takes it. 2-1 overall. And we see Info later in the lower bracket. So now we go to the next fight. which is Ratic versus Oak. Oak is here. Ratic is also here. Both of them get the keyboard. And we will have Ratic on the left side. And Oak on the right side. And here we go. Ratic left, Oak right. Both of them have the keyboard. Oak, as expected, going with Jacek. Ratic plays a lot of characters and going with Martha. She played her yesterday in a rapier duel against me. It was a close and fun fight, which she won. Let's see how the rapier will perform against the saber. So I got Jacek the advantage here. As Martha tend to be late beat a lot. Forward, but back Y gets a hit, but no kill. And the jump forward, enough damage for Jacek, even though he was hit. Back Y again, this time to the right arm. And nice side step to the right. I think more forward, or at least a second step to the arm. Martha being this. Again, getting close to distance here. A slow movement speed than Marie, but has way better slashes. And a nice circle into stab. 2-3. And back Y, this time it kills. Exactly hitting with the point. And Ratic tying it up. Again, Oak trying to jump in at this distance. He has to be careful. He was able to close it. Binding the sword with an attack, and the second one hitting Martha. 3-4. Sidestep attempt, but gets blocked. First hit, but second one doesn't land. Back Y. Again, the lingering great hit to the leg. And back Y again, to the face this time. 4-4. Really close fight. Interesting to see. Oak having problems to close the distance with his jump in attacks. Again, tried with the circle into stab, but Oak was ready. Attacks on the recovery, making it 5-5. Again, trying to make it a back Y possible, but Oak with a nice upcut. 5-6. But just standing there menacingly. But the counter step doesn't work, and Oak takes the first one. And we switch side, Oak no left side, Ratic right side. White seems like my discords work again, so I will quickly reconnect. So now it should work again. Sometimes happens, which is annoying. So switching sides now. Oak on the left, Ratic on the right. Ratic, let's see if she's changing characters. And now it's Laszlo. Quick matchup, quick both characters, really quick on their feet and in their attacks. So Laszlo sometimes has problem, but interesting to see if he works here with the other settings. Try to be turning, but not working. And gets tired after just one swing after getting hit. Trying to stab. And at the moment, Oak able to relentlessly pressure Ratzik. She can't find an angle for now. At this time, a nice side step to the left. Hitting the arm, giving her the first flag in this fight. Nice cancel. Side step lands. Already nerfing Jacek, not that great damage. Push it. Nice dash in push. Catching Oak off guard. Especially with the settings where the guard is stronger, the push can be a good tool to overcome it. And nice returning attack. Laszlo known for these attacks where he first go back and then goes forward. Basically setting up distances where he can hit. And we are 3-3. Ratzik able to get out of the corner. And the two-piece combination of Oak. The second one, he gets the kill. And he also gets the first blood here. But it doesn't seem that deep. Gets hit in return. Losing more stamina. And a nice side step to the left. Gives Ratzik the flag. Pretty even matchup. Which is interesting. Ratzik holding her own against Oak with Jacek. But this time the second piece of the combination lands. And after that Oak able to follow it up. Upcut. Gives the hit. Second hit and then going in for the kill. 5-5. And looking for these dashes to get an even greater wing angle. Getting a first hit in and catching Oak. I think it was in a side step. But now I take with the ability to make it a serious 5-6. But Oak catches her in the side step and 6-6. We enjoy and watch how these two fencers will deal with it. And a quick attack to the leg. Oak also takes the second flag. Close match. But Oak will advance. Let's see who he will be facing later. Me or Fixer. See if Fixer's here. Let's hope so. Yep. So we will have Fixer left side, me on the right side. Let's see how this will go. Again, Fixer left, me right. Go for my Talam, at least for the first one. Let's see what Fixer will pick up. It's Calc. Let's see how this will go. Dominant win here for Fixer, at least for the first. And I was unable to get even close. So character search it will be for me. I'll be on the left side, Fixer right. See how this will go with Marino versus Kalk. able to take the second one. Much better time with Marie than with Tarnowski, so we go to match 3. Fix her back left. Stay with Marie, as I have one with her. If you mode some other pick, which is fine. Going with Stab. As Karek is a pretty bad pick with Marie, but I didn't want to wait and counter pick. So let's see how this one will go. The tired swing at the end was enough. In this way closer matchup, able to get Fixer in a 3-game match. Great fight, especially with the Kark style. You can see Fixer later. Let's see how this way goes. And we'll go with the last fight of the second round, which is Venator versus Mechanics. Venator is already here. After this fight, we'll go to the lower bracket. Mechanic is also here. And both of them here, we will start with Venator left. And Mechanics on the right side. See how this goes. Again, Venator left, Mechanics right. Sam versus Jan. Venator thought that he doesn't like how the longsword of Isabel behaves with these settings, so we're going with Jan. You can see some legs on Mechanic side. Trying with the side step, it worked great versus Cebu. Able to block that chop. Still no hits, so Sam getting tired a little bit. We have a patient Sarah matchup on our hands. And a snipe to the arm. Upcut lands, but getting hit in return. Retreat card, and the stab makes it 1-1. There's a feint try. Both staying at the distance. Trading one hit combination for now. So we're looking for the chop, sometimes into backdash, but first step lands. Jan getting tired. And now the delayed snap card catching Jan in the retreat. Mechanics takes the lead 2-1. Yeah, these double Ys seem to be blocked way more with the settings. But this one lands, both of them hit. And Jan able to stay on target. Here we've seen the biggest problem with that. And the block and the side step gives Venator another flag. The big problem, especially at the close distance, are the stickiness of the sabers and the blades in general. But we have seen nice fights today. Last time we tried, I think it was like Wednesday 5, 6, something like that. Where it was dynamic muscles, but it's completely unplayable. Here at least we get good fights, and what they have in advance is a hit detection. If it hits, is pretty good, but the block detection sometimes gets something to ask for. Back to the fight, 3-3. You've seen both them finding ways to hurt the other. Stab, land for Jan. Gets a blade beat here but can't follow it up, which is often the case. And both go in for the chop, but Jan a bit more powerful, having a bit more health left, wins it. Nice block with the side getting a leg hit in, and looked like a nap cut or something like, or the blade moved in this direction to recover from the block. Either never seen it move, or it was the dynamic muscles, but it gets the kill. 2 mechanics. Gets here another one in, and this retreat card lands, so Jan getting tired, but still not down. And third or fourth attack. Able to finish it off. And we see his retreat cards, able to land it. Both staying patient, especially with the normal settings where we can't cancel any part of the animation, only in the first part. Making an attack can be quite committal, as we've seen here, as recovery can be the opening the opponent's looking for. They're 2-3 meter range apart, but they can't really hit each other, but can punish if someone was trying to jump in. And this time the stab snipes the elbow of Sam's sword arm. Super number 6, needing 1 flag more. Mechanics for 5. So still a close fight between those two. Patient fight on both sides. Delayed Y and backcharge 6-6. No, stay and watch. See who will take advantage in this first one. Mechanics able to snipe the stab, the wrist of Venator, and taking the first win here. We have now Mechanics left, Venator white. We get the rematch from last one. Mechanics still having some lags, but it seems like it's a parsec thing. It's only a parsec update, something like that. Can fix, at least on my part. But most people seem to have not the biggest problem, which is a good sign. And when they're taking an early lead with his long ranging attacks, getting 2 quick flags. And it's again sniping that wrist. Even though Sam has that leather on his hand. Top landing in quick succession. Stab block, so we have a longer fight. Stab lands, but also attack of Jan lands. Sam seems to be hurt more. See if Mechanics can make something out of it. Getting a hit, getting a second one, and turning it around, getting a first flag. And again, it is chop. An upcut, but it's a double. The upcut gives a new angle, but also leaves open the, let's say, normal one from the top. Tried again to snipe that arm. Gets the upcut here in. Now the guard of Jan is a little bit weaker. But he gets a hit in. But not the second one. A retreat attack. And Sam gives him the kill. 2-4. Again, tried with the up. Down the upcut, but this time the chop lands. The chop kills. 2-5. Splinter closing in, but mechanics ready, going for the counter attack, giving the flag. (3-5). We have a fight here, and they're trying to change the angle with a side movement, fading away around the guard. We're back in the center of the arena. Trying to buy. He's looking for the counter attack. And this time a step forward. It's the head of Venator. 4-5. Both of them seem to be having problems getting through the guard, but this chop, if he spaces it perfectly, he should get exactly to the hand of Sam. 4-6. For that. Both of them being patient, both of them knowing how dangerous the first attack can be hit, but also how he can get you the first hit. Especially mechanics looking for that counter attack from Venator's attacks. And they're looking for a way in, especially with these chops that work good. But as a YY doesn't seem to land that often. And there's the chop. Mechanics trying to go for that egg cut again. And we go to a match 3 between those two. Let's see if they stay at the characters where they both found ways, but also both seem to struggle. And yeah, they do. Both still confident that they can take the victory. Let's see if they're able to get the first flags again with these chops. Or if Mechanics able to get the counter attacks he's looking for. And again back to the circling, trying to find a new angle. And the snipe to the hand, or to the arm, gives him the first kill. Charges in, but both seem to be surprised by the closeness. First hit goes this time to Mechanics. Back attack gives him a second hit. Corkscrew doesn't land. Ventana back into the corner. And again, getting hit. Corkscrew doesn't land. And the false edge cut gives Mechanics a kill. That's the thing with the chop only being able to be thrown from the long guard. It can be blade beaten. So Vent has to be careful with that one. But Mechanics has also seen that it sometimes can go through the guard, so both. And nice spacing here for Mechanics. Avoiding the attack of Venator and getting a strong hit in. Trying it here again. No hits, both blades, and spaghetti arm from Jan. the push cut doesn't land, and the counter for mechanic does. We have 3-1. Venator was unable to get the chops in. And at least at the moment, mechanics prevails in these long fights. And a double. Looking for sidestep, looking for the longer range, but close here for his hand snipe. Again at longer ranges. Try to feint here. Both of them still staying at a distance. Y lands. A second Y gives Venator the kill. 2-3. We've seen both can stay safe. But if they want to get the flags, they have to take risk. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Feint the turret here. Step it and slowly. Mechanic gets pushed back. But second Y doesn't land. But the chop goes through the weakened guard. 3-3. And both staying patient. We see this pattern a lot. Especially at Hellish Quart. Both then closing in, but then backing away. But the step at too close of a range. You're unable to close in, and Venator getting the kill, giving the lead for now with 4-3. Getting the last 3 flags, Mechanic has to find a new way to get in. Looking for sidestep here. Venator at the moment able to just push forward, applying pressure without attacking. But the upcut here, landing, going under the guard, and we have 4-4. Was the closest match we have. Going for the forward X, but the chop too fast for Sam. We're going to regain the lead with 5-4. And again we get this close in, back off. Y, close in, but Sam, in this whirl of attacks from Jan, able to find an opening. We are back at even 5-5. Again we see it that when they're pushing, slowly to the side of the arena. Step attempt. Y lands, second Y lands, and a swirl of attacks finally gets Sam. 6-5. There's some lag. Mechanic side. Yeah, he's ready again, so we go in again. Guard blocks this time. Again. Winter again looking for that hand chops that worked before. Mechanics for that counter attacks. Trying to provoke Winter and whiffing an attack. And then using that opening. And trying to feint. And a stab, but unsuccessful. Nice sidestep. Getting a hit in, crippling. And the stab lands. It's 6-6. Again, we'll watch and enjoy. These two will fight, and who will advance and who will not. And Super takes it. Close fight. But he will advance the next round with mechanics. Great showing from him with Sam. See him later in lower brackets. And we will go to lower brackets now. And Fixer already connecting, as we will have Fixer versus Subu. So both of them are here. Both of them only needing gamepad. And we will have Fixer on the left side. And Subutai on the right side. So here we go. Again, Fixer left side, Subu right side. Subu hovering that Kalk. And we get the Kalk mirror. As was requested before. It's best of one, remember that. So only one win and you're in, one lose and you're out. That's the game of the loser bracket. Dash in and stab to the head. Just fix the first flag. Plays a good calc, especially at range. And switching it up with the cuts. Getting a first hit in, getting a second Y in. Dash in 2-0. So we're trying a stab himself. Retreat cut goes in, but dashes in prematurely, just as Subu was throwing this attack. 2-1. Looking for the circle, but here punishing the cut from Subu with a long recovery time. Stab, that land, blades clash, Subu goes out with an advantage, but not a kill. A second hit, and Kalk now with major problems, especially stamina-like. And Fixer can't recover from that. Subu takes it, 3-2. Both. Quick step in. Blade stay close. And Fixer able to take it. 4-2. And dash in with a Y cut. Subu was moving sideways. But not sure. Is that 5-2? Fixer going for a substantial lead. And you see the first double of the duel. Don't see a lot of doubles with the setting, I noticed. You can like it or not. And this chop goes through. And Fixer one flag away to knocking Subu out of the tournament, which would be a surprise. But that you have to get that last flag, that can be difficult, especially against experienced players. And Subu takes it here. with an upcut. 6-3. Looking for the stab in the back. Upcut, but the second one doesn't land. Unlucky for a fixer here. Gets the first hit in, but the second one just barely misses the head of Kalk. And Subo goes in for the counter attack and getting the flag. Nice blade clutch here. Subo with a side stab. At 6-5. Gonna at the same problem, but 6-6. We watch Subo with a comeback, but can he finish this set? Or will Fixer prevail in the end? So we're able to finish this, coming back from a major disadvantage. And able to get it in a great fight between those two. Thanks to Fixer for joining. Showed a great calc. And see you next time. So let's see. Either we go straight to Subo's next fight, but if you want, you can take a break. Alright. We go with Info versus Mechanics. The other lower bracket fight. Mechanics is here. So, for this fight, even though they are not in this direction, if Info's here, we have Mechanics left and Info right. Yeah, because Mechanics experienced some problems on the right side. And Info experienced problems on the left side. Info seemed to have some problems, at least there was in the character direction, but let's see if she is here. So let's see, waiting 1 or 2 minutes, if not, we go to Super Fight first, as she's not available. Ah, she is here, so all good. So again we have Mechanics left, Info right, if no one speaks out about it. So here we go. Both of them have the keyboard input. And I can say it before, I do not really care which side people take. I normally go in mechanics left, info right. I go with what's in the challenge IO. But if you before that, let's see, problems. Yeah, same as Marina, I expected. If you tell with your opponent before and make out that there's you want a different side selection at the start, or through the whole fight, feel free to do so and inform me, then you can make that. But now let's go for this one. Info still on a Marina grind set. After Jakob sadly was not good enough with a small sword. And Sam seems to be the saber mechanics prefers. And he jumps in for the riposte, getting the first flag. Again, if we're trying to use that fast movement treatment Marina has, to quickly closing distance, going for surprise attacks, playing at a longer distance, and the retreat cut from Sam to the head, because mechanics still the kill. He stays with us more defensive, more riposte heavy playstyle. Again with the retreat cut, able to catch that arm. Info at the moment unable to get in close enough. If he gets close enough, he's unable to get the sword on target. She was in the second flag, but here not. There's the fine to get the shield. Like that, blocking with the shield, attacking simultaneously, sniping that leg. Perfect play for Marina. Shane now going for a leg cut of his own. With both saber just class. Now pushing forward. Forward X. Both guard hold. And now with an interesting thing there. I think it was like the feint attack, which is that forge edge cut. But Info was sidestepping, which makes a weird angle where the sword was going. And Mechanics able with the false edge to take the backhead of Marina. Info now first blood. And a high guard from Sam, he still has that, so people that use it that often. As we have seen, he can even go to the leg from it there. Gets blade beat, but Sam can't follow it up. Leg void to avoid that hit. And again, Micheling's now relentlessly trying to go for the legs. Gets a punch in and gets a flag. Marina still struggles to get to Sam. And Micheling's now with a comfortable lead. 5-1. And again for the leg cut. Able to sidestep the attack with it. And Info takes her second flag. Pushes, but no kill. Sam able to tank it. I think Info is quite unhappy about it. And Retreat Guard gets a kill. And now the combination gets Sam in the side step. Saying still only needs one flag. Info needs some more. But a cornered anvil can be the dangerous one. Micheling's tried with the push. And again the back X, I think it is, finishes it off. Micheling wins at 1-0. Dear fans, thank you for joining today. We've seen shield play, only shield player today, and most likely will stay. We'll see. Go to the last one for now, which is Whitestick versus Subu. Subu is already here. Let's see if Whitestick is here. So both of them are here. We will have Whitestick left side, Subu right side. I expect a great fight between those two. Both veterans, both having the ability to win the whole tournament, if it's a good day for them, or Subu won the last one. Again, Whitestick left, Subu right. Press the one button. Here we go now. Now should be fine. Whitestick left, Subu right. Subu going with Isabel, Whitestick with Martha. Seems like she liked Martha like in the match before, now versus Isabel. It's an interesting matchup. But Subu forward Y and go for it. Able to take that first flag. Staying in long guard. The moment Whitestick has to find the answer, as it seems to work for now, staying in long guard and then going for forward Y. As the Saber also has problems. I mean, as the Rapier has problem blade beating even the long guard. And again, going for it. Basically, challenging Whitestick to find an answer to it. Which doesn't seem to be at the moment the case. That's why Martha's normally not looked as a good character. As she gets blade beat a lot. As we see here. But here watching now with a flag of her own. Don't make it a 0-7. But this was also a hard fought flag, way harder fought than Subu's flag. And he takes it with a high guard top and a quick fight. Basically showing why Martha not seen is the greatest of characters. We're going back to the upper bracket, so the two on low get a little bit of rest. With Venator versus Fenrir. So, both of them are here. We have Venator on the left, Fenrir on the right, we have on the upper bracket. So it's best of 3. Fenrir left, Venator right, best of 3, 7 flags. Winner goes to the upper bracket. Final. Loser has to fight his way from the lower bracket. Let's see how this will go. Second. So yeah, now we are ready. Fenrir left, Venator right. So again, let's quickly pick it up. Fenrir is left side for the first fight. If I will double check, but it's... Ah yeah, sorry. Venator left, so yeah, my mistake here. Venator left, Fenrir right. And Fenrir now has the keyboard. Little mistakes on my part. But now we will go. Venator left, Fenrir right. Expecting the Gideon. Oh, was it Barabash? Yeah. He also plays Barabash if he thinks Gideon's too slow. And Venator staying with his Jan. A classic matchup between those two sabers. Of having great tools. So Jan has better steps. Barabash tends to have better side steps. And the Thunder Punch into the chop. Venator has to change his approach, as Mechanic was a much more reactive player, and Fenrir plays way more aggressive, but here he gets a YY in, getting the first flag. Close distance, both guards are holding. Fenrir keeping it in the center, changing Jan's control over it. In the chop lands, both are then going for it, but Jan having a little bit more range, and Venator starting it a little bit earlier. And again, Fenrir tried something, but that horizontal cut of Jan gives him this flag. Sidestep attempt for Venator. It gets hit in the leg. There was a 2. Feint of the Thunder Punch. Only a slight hit for... And the sidestep to the left. The signature move of Barabash. Gives Fenrir his first flag. And again, going in. But Venator keeping the distance away from Jan. From Barabash with the chops. Try to sidestep, but cancelling it. And here's a leg cut. Barabash, one of the characters with the best leg cut, at least in my opinion. You can follow it up nicely. 4-2. First blood goes to Jan. Into the arm. But an upcut to make it both it. But Jan and Venator staying patient. And then going for that hit to the face. Chop doesn't land, it was close. Venator is the one now getting pressured into the corner. Both of them getting hit. And the leg cut gets Fenrir the kill. Nice switch up with the side stab. 5-3. And the side stab still goes through. With the muscles, the blade stayed down after the hit from Jan. But still go through. But the stab stops the momentum in the tracks, and Venator only needing one more flag. This time He gets a hit in. Then he has to be careful of getting tired. Feigning Thunder Punch, gets stabbed in return. And this time, but we're unable to get the guard up. We're switching sides, Winter taking the first one. And we get a rematch. Yep. Same characters. Then we are found a little bit more of an angle at the later flags. Looking now to make it to the whole fight with it. And the YY catches Barbash. I think something that we didn't see on animation, as a Barbash sidestep basically sidestep everything. But contact was made with the blade, so a fair hit. And taking the lead, and the second flag goes for him with the upcut. Finding the angle. And Fenrir was feigning, and again, that chop. Doing a lot of work for Jan today. Fenrir plays a little more defensive. Bobbling getting hit. Again with the sidestep. And tried with his cut forward, but the stab of Jan against the hurt enemy was enough. In the retreat, I think we're in a retreat attack, voided his guard, and chop goes to the lower arm. Closely sidestepping it this time, but not in range for the sidestep to land. Okay, now pushing forward. And then dominating the second fight. Fenrir can't find an angle. But get punched here. Now he's crippled. And I'm most likely unhappy that it didn't get a kill here. But still a major advantage. And they're playing with the mobility of this. And finally finishing it off with 2-1 victory. Sending Fenrir to the lower bracket. We later will face Subu. But now we go to the second fight, which is Oak versus me. With Oak on the left side and me on the right side. Let's see if Oak is here. I mean, he is here. Let's see if he's at his keyboard. When I say it. Then we slowly, we are now around the midpoint of the tournament. Doing 4 best of 1s and 3 to 4 best of 3s left. Yeah, here he is. Again, we have Oak on the left, me on the right. Let's see how this will be, how this fight will come. First one will be Jacek versus Tarnowski, as expected. We're trying with the Tarnowski. If it doesn't work, maybe switching it up. We will see. getting a first win here. But let's see how the second fight will go. I'm on the left side, Orc on the right side. So 1 second, I have to look something up. Alright. Going back to the same duel. Oak after losing the first flags with a great comeback, and we go to a match 3 between Jacek and most likely turn off game. So let's see if it's the same matchup again, or if someone will switch, but I don't expect it. So let's see. Oak winning the second one. Able to adapt after the first loss. And later will face Venator in the upper bracket. But for now, we go down to the lower bracket. With Fenrir versus Subu. Subu is here, and we will have Fenrir on the left side. And Subu on the right side. Both of them are here. Fenrir getting his keyboard access. Fenrir left, Subu right. Here we go. And we have Bauer for Fenrir and Subu staying with Isabel. In contrast to Venator, it seems like he likes the character. Let's see if he can prevail with it. Able to get the kill here with a back attack. And Blaze Clash, but a wide Y swing gives the kill to Isabel. Sidestep, able to get the first attack, parried. Second one landing. Pushes forward, but can't get the hit in, and a Y again for Isabel. Blade Clash, both got sold, Isabel slowly getting tired. And finally, with two side steps, she were able to overcome the guard of Bauer at a great exchange. And the upcut, to switching it up, getting the kill. Subu again with a comfortable lead. And forward Y catches a side step or dash shot Bauer Bash, and no, only one flag. Okay, Fenrir getting your first hit in, so playing with a low guard. And can make a double out of it, unlucky for Fenrir here. Able to get the advantage, but Subu getting out of it. At this end is tag lands, chopped. And Subu takes it, 2-7. Continuous lower bracket one. We'll go to the other match versus me versus Mechanics. And again we'll do Mechanics on the left side. As he has problem with right, so that's totally fair. Mechanics is here. Getting his keyboard access. And I see what will happen. I'm interested in what he will pick. staying with Tarnowski, thinking about going for Marine as she worked before against Sam. I think Tarnowski is still the best here. Close matchup, as always against them, but able to take it. So, after that, we know what to stand on. Yeah. We go me versus Subu. With Subu left side, me right side. Subu most likely going with Itabel. And let's see how this will go. I will start with Tana. I thought about changing it up. It maybe has it. We'll see if it's a good decision or not. At least can block the forward line. Isabella Subu prevails. Closer fight than anticipated. But for now we'll go to the upper bucket. It will be Venator versus Oak in the upper bracket. Oak is here. And Venta is here too. Yes. We have Venator on the left, Oak on the right. And the loser will stay and fight Cebu right after that. And now Venator left, Oak right, best of 3. Oak staying with Jacek, Venator staying with Jan. Still the usual stuff. And the chop catches Oak in the jumping forward. We see again Oak trying to find a way in, but can't get through the guard, at least for now. And Venator able every now and then to catch him in the jump, getting a second flag here. But here, able to get to the hand. In the mid to close range, where Jacek move attack speed can shine. But the chop to the head, Jacek unable to block it. 3-1. Again, both playing at that distance. Guards holding up well. Oh, that at the moment. Oak able to make a first hit with the switch up from left foot forward. But the chop again goes through. So both of them no bloodied, so Jan seems a little bit more bloodied. So Jacek suffers more from it. Now both circling each other. Playing it slow. So at this point I think that's the reason why I don't like the setting not that much. Because the guards are so unbelievably good that playing aggressive is often to the detriment. But if both players play more defensive, it gets long grindy fights. And most often players only throw like the safe attacks. Or gets it here with a sidestep to the wrist. At least for me I think, for now I will stay with more animation, at least for now. It's way better than what before. And the hit tracking, where the hit lands and where the wound gets, it's really satisfying. But for the first point is that some characters suffer more than others. Especially Jan and Isabel, I think has some physics that doesn't look that great. So most likely will return after this one to the more animation settings in this tournament. Not this fight, or just this one tournament, they will stay with the setting. We've fought on it the whole day. But next week we'll go back to the more animation But it's a host decision. I can see people, especially in the retro mode, where it's more responsive, to go with more physics and to go with dynamic muscles, as only one or the other seems to doesn't work that well. But we will see. This fight is close as ever. 4-4 both sides. Oh, going for the leg, gets punished to the head attack. And now the retreat cut, landing. And a nice upcut here. Ingoing double tapping with a step after that. Forward Y to push, but oh, the jump forward attack gets through the guard. Now the match point of his own. Pressuring and finally getting it. Getting the first win. But he needs one more to knock Venator back to lower bracket. Get the same match as before. Let's see. Fight is always on the edge. And there was the first flag. It always comes down to the last two flags. Oh, switching the tempo up. There's a two-piece combination. Catching Brand off guard there. And Jacek doesn't have enough damage to make it a double here. This time both getting hit. I think Jan a little bit more. But here we see again. Both guards hold, but the upcut. Switching it up. 2-2. And here, first hit on the wrist, stunning Jan, and the second one for the kill. Orc takes the lead, 3-2. And now sniping the arm. Again playing his fast attack playstyle. Jumping in, catching Venator again, and now having the momentum of the battle behind him. And these two large flags that mostly are the most difficult one. And now going low, dodging the attack with it. Now having a match point. And the Oak takes it. Makes it a really fast fight. We go back to the lower bracket. With Venator versus Subutai now. Loser will get to third place. Winner have to face Oak and have to win 2 times against them. So we'll see who will challenge them. We have Ven on the left side, Subo on the right side. Subo is here, going straight in. Tournament having a nice timing, slowly coming to an end after 2.5 hours. And Venator left, Subutai right. Best of 1. Subu is staying with Isabel, Venator going with Father's Hour. Trying out the other longsword. And Venator with quicker attacks. Super with quick attacks getting first flag. Not that common that we see when two different characters, Venator not the one playing Isabel, but a nice upcut here, catching Isabel in the sidestep, making it 1-1. Super with retreating cards, but can't get through the card. And Father's Hour snipes the hands. Venator with the lead, both going to the left foot. And retreat card catches the high guard. See both playing patient again. Step doesn't land, the biggest problem Zara has. He has great steps with great range, but there's terrible tracking. Upcut doesn't land. Trying again with forward wise, but friends are staying patient and delivering the kill shot. Upcut doesn't land, sidesteps also don't land, and retreat cut from Father Zara right to the head. Rato's slight lead, 4-2. Again, this is best of one, so only one fight between those two. And we see one of the rare doubles. I would guess it can't, because if you get hit, the muscles go limp, and there's not a lot of attacks that can power through it. Stab doesn't land, retreat cut, land but no kill. Windmill, long recovery, especially if you're hurt, we're super able to punish it at 4-3. Again, Subo trying to push forward, looking for an opening. And is playing patiently, looking for the angle for his attacks, and getting it here. 5-3. Retreat cut, land to the arm. Upcut from Isabel doesn't land. Again, upcut doesn't land. The guard of Zara holds. And they're looking for this retreat cut. Holy guard. Retreat cut lands. Sidestep was not fast enough, and Venator now one win away to reface Oak in the grand final. Upcut again gets blocked. Venator looking for the recovery opening. Here was one with the retreat cut. Subo unable to find the angle. He needs to get a hit. But this time the upcut goes in. 6-4. And again the upcut. Venator trying to surprise Subo with unexpected aggression. And now it's 6-5, and we have a close fight on our hand. TVB is 6-6, one flag to decide it. And they're trying to bait it here, I would guess. Guards hold, and a second one. Bennett takes it. We will have to face Oak again in the grand final. So taking a third place. So, quickly reading what the chat was saying. So, we have the final. Oak is here. We get this keyboard and we have Oak left. Venator white. As always, Oak only has to win one best of 3 to win it all. Venator has to win 2, as he comes from the lower bracket. Oak left, Venator right, best of 3. Either the last or the second to last. Oak staying with his trusty Jacek, didn't fail him today. Venator trying out some characters, let's see. He goes with Sam himself. Was some talk about it in the chat. You see, you have faster characters. So, Oak has shown he's great at, see, after losing 1 or 2 flags in the beginning and then coming roaring back. And here again. Seems like the blades have more active phases. Especially when they're returning to the guard, they're able to hit someone. And notice it a lot with Tarnowski, as attacks that go to the recovery of the guard just cut off some hands. And yeah, now every now and then with a leg cut, just switching it up, hard to block. They're both hit. But the stab of Sam goes through. 2-2 both sides. Again, we've seen it before. I guess we will see it again. Close fights. So I don't think in last times we've seen Jacek Sam played by these both against each other. I think Oak was going for something but gets his blade stuck on the blade of Sam. Sidestep attempt and a double. Still 2-2. Tried with the 2-piece combination, but the time switch up also means it is slower. So if you don't catch in the opening, you lose it. Again, going for the leg cut and gets punished for it. Venator with 2 quick flags. Pushes forward, both getting hit. And if both getting hit, Sam's stab seems to get reliably through the guard. 2-5. And a double. Can the guards hold? That's it, getting hit. Or trying to recover some of the stamina. Getting it here. And quick retreat cut to the arm. Advantage at the moment. With a good lead. Step goes in. And second one, Inventor taking quite confidently, I have to say, this first fight. Sam worked better. Semjan. Same matchup before. I wouldn't expect Oak to switch up his Jacek. and Sam work great for Venator. Stab again lands. And that's like getting tired. Oak able to recover. His two-piece combination getting blocked, and again with the stab. Again. Jacek has great problems getting through the guard, but here's a Blades Clash. And Jacek able to recover faster from the lower position, getting the kill here. But as long as it's not that janky at close distance, Vader seems to have found his pick. But here, with the upcut as a second attack, if planned or not, it goes under the arm. And catching with the upcut, B-cut I would guess. Yeah, it's like in the jump in again. Oak every now and then jumping in, looking to take the initiative, but can't get through the guard. Sam slowly getting tired from all this blocking. And now the tempo switch up, and Sam unable to weather the storm any longer. And here tried with a kick stab, but it's like one of the characters who can combine something into the blade beat. But Winter getting his revenge. 4-4. Closer fight than before. But still the guards hold, if not at a close distance. Both of them held. Stab land, but not kills this time. But both are even more hurt. And again with a delayed cut, having a bit more range with it. And now Oak taking the lead in the later stage of the fight. Quick retreat cut. And a second one, tying it up at 5 apiece, and we're back to the normal between those two. 5-5, the last two flags deciding it. And it gets a double. Yeah, it's like notorious for his fast side steps. Vena's blade finding the head. And again, a retreat cut. There's a little bit of a hit. And the tempo switch, the two-piece combination, does work. And then now one flag away, winning it. After that, yes, two contestants decide if they want a best of 3 for the last one or a best of 1. As it is the last fight. And people are getting tired after 2.5 hours of Hellish Quart. Well, for that, Venter has to win this one. Both of them getting hurt. And Oak able to parry that stab. Both of them low stamina. And with a false edge, Oak able to get the head, and we're 6-6. So we don't enjoy it for now. It was rare doubles. And Venner takes it. So he wins this best of 3. So, both of them have now won. One best of 3, it's 2-0 against each other. Brenda more likely best of 1. Let's see what Oak opinion on it is. So normally so So yeah, normally it's best of 3, but both parties fought each other plenty already. As he said already. So we make it a best of 1 fight. Winner takes the tournament. We have Venator on the left side, Orc on the right side. The Jacek versus Sam. Let's see who will take it. And most likely a change I will introduce for the tournament to make the last fight best of 1, because it's both of them have fought most likely each other in the best of 3 more than 1 time. And Sam takes the first one with forward Y. Let's see if Oak can find a new angle. Like this one, the up down card into up card seems to land way better than the 2 down cards. And a quick blade beat, step of his own. Phone attacks out and a double. You see Oak trying some new things, which seem to work a little bit better. So Verenter has shown. And here blade beat into step into the head gives Oak the lead. Brenda has shown that he can win against Jacek with a Sam. Quite good. And another double. And here both blades clash, and again Jacek able to recover faster. A 3-1 for Oak. And again, you see a little bit of stuck here, but both are fine now. Going back and forth. Back double combination doesn't work, but after the punch, Brenda can't follow up. Oak able to jump away. Recover fast enough, was close. And again, the cut from down, landing. Trying to switch up, it can be dangerous but also effective. And again, a double. See, I think it's already the fight with the most doubles. At least it feels like it. As we see here. So still, after all the deaths, 3-1 for Oak. But Brenda spacing it out nicely. Getting the X card in. 2-3. The up card in the retreat to the guard, landing here. Second land. Sam getting into Bejulia. This takes now way slower as we see. Gets tired faster, and he can make it a double. Pushes the sword, registers to the wrist, And Vanta most likely is quite happy with that. Man, after we said it basically was impossible to double. These fights already having like 5 doubles. Switching the whole narrative. And now it's like slowly getting tired after the first hit. But still a bit to fight. Let's see if we get a double again. No, someone will take another flag. No. With a retreat card. Retreat or X card. And she takes it, tying it up at 3 apiece. So it's basically who wins the next 4 flags. Or not 4 flags. Up and there's retreat card here after the push. Able to block it. White swings, white attacks, and the up card sniping the wrist. And jumping in both, but the retreat card from Sam goes in faster. Poking. Yatsek. But at least looked like a feint to like. And then an X card retreat. No Oak with 2 flags in the lead. But a horizontal swing of Sam. Make it only 1 flag. 3-2. I mean 3 flags left for Venator to take, 2 for Oak. Really getting tired myself. And a double. I think these faster characters have way more tendency to double. It's understandable. Blade gets beat. And Venator tried the delight attack, but Oak catching it right away, and now he's only 1 flag away to win this tournament. Getting first blood in, but no kill. Now with an advantage. Trying to make this the last flag of the tournament. And he does. Nice retreat card. Oak takes it, 1-0. Congrats to him, Venator taking a 2nd place. Itsubu with a 3rd. And just finishes it for today. Thanks for joining, guys. It was a nice tournament. And see you in the next.